What's up, everyone? We are live tonight, and you have been unfiltered with Faith Adorne. How you doing tonight? We got a really good show tonight. I have actually a extra guest coming in tonight. His name is Pastor. He's a film director, Bryan Hammond, and he's stopping by to talk about his movie. He has a red carpet going on March 30th. So if you're going to be in Morrow, Georgia, you want to tune in for that because he's a film director, he's a writer, he's a producer, all above. And again, his name is Bryan Hammond. So I want to welcome everyone to my live tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Unfiltered with Faith Adorn. So I'm going to give you guys some updates. You know, I always have to come with the resources. So I'm going to bring the resources first, and then I'm going to introduce my guest. I also have a recording artist that's stopping by tonight also to talk about his record. So we're going to talk about that also. His name is GS9 Gino. So again, I want to welcome everybody to my live show. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for my live. And you have just been unfiltered with Faith Adorn. So let's talk about the jobs that I have for you guys. But before we go on to that, let me first, I have to bring you information in regards if someone is interested in starting their own podcast and they just wanted some information on it and try to see how they need to go about getting it done. First, I'm going to say starting your own podcast is not totally easy. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it if it's something that you want. And the platform that I'm on, Anchor, they really make it so easy for you to set up your own podcast. You don't have to go into a studio. You don't have to, you don't need a whole bunch of different equipment. You literally can go live with anchors with your own podcast every week, and you could do it from your phone. And if you don't have the finances to get a website, you can actually, the cool thing about Anchor, Anchor sets it up where they give you your own profile page, and it's really professional. So that's something for you to think about. So like I'm gonna give you like all the advantages of signing up with Anchor. And I would say like if you are interested in starting a podcast and you really don't know which way to go, it's so many different ways that you can promote your podcast. You can actually go on and start your podcast, whether you're a hairstylist, whether you're a bartender, just different jobs, or even if you just want to travel a lot or go to different restaurants. They are different opportunities that you can start your own podcast. You first need to come up with a name and reserve your name. And I'm also going to be giving some information on that next week, how you can reserve your name and um, once you do that, you want to set up your website. Well, not your website, your social media platforms. And like I stated with Anchor, Anchor sets it up where you have your own platform. So you don't have to worry about spending the money to start your own podcast. So that's the advantage about setting up your account with Anchor. Um, it's really no excuse in regards to starting a podcast if it's something that you want to do, because like with Anchor, it's free and everyone likes free, so you don't have to worry about spending any money. And then for starters, you can upload audio. So you don't have to be live like me. It's a lot of people that might have like a fear or maybe they're not comfortable yet with going live. And listen, I had that same issue and I had to kind of just get into the zone. But you can actually pre record your stuff and upload it on Anchor. And you can actually have your episode where it's every week. You can do it twice a week. You can do it once a week. Some people do it twice a month. Some people do it every other month. Some people also do it like every 2 months. It's just really your preference, it's what you choose to do. Um, what else would be good? Some information, helpful information. It sounds professional. You can actually title your each podcast, each episode the way you like. So I would say just kind of like step out on faith and do it because, like I said, you could be on the road, you could be traveling, going to different restaurants, and you can actually create a story like a lifestyle blogger where you're going to different restaurants and you're just blogging about it. Pull your cell phone out, record it, make a couple reels, and now you actually have your own podcast and you're talking about different restaurants that you go to. Or either you can set it where you're actually like say if you are a bartender, you can record yourself and you can just talk about different um scenarios of each night that you're working, or maybe you can interview your different customers that's coming through if they're okay with being, being on a podcast. But you can do different real life stories and real life testimonies and just real life situations, just different jobs, and you can blog about it every week. But you can actually upload it and put it on Anchor because you have to have the audio, and then you have a podcast every week. So that's just something. It's really cool. You can also monetize off of it. So once you set up your page on Anchor, you can actually accept donations. So if someone wanted to donate to you your podcast, they're able to do that. You can't lose with that situation because you can actually take donations and it goes straight to you. Because Anchor is not charging you for the platform. So that's a cool thing about having the platform with Anchor. It's it's free. You can't lose that. It's free. You cannot beat that situation because everyone loves free. And some people have different scenarios what they do with their podcast. You can talk about relationships. You can talk about just real life testimonies. You could do it once a month. You might have a scenario where you can just have people reaching out to you anonymous, and you can actually create your own show like that in regards to your podcast. So it's a lot of different advantages that you can do with setting up your own show, with your own podcast on Anchor, but again, it's free, so you can't lose with the situation. It's so many different scenarios where you can actually create a podcast, and I want to kind of stay on it a little bit longer about that tonight because I've had people just like ask me, like, Faith, well, how do you do it with work? So first, let me explain to you. I'm not at all going to say it's easy doing a podcast every week, especially when you work. I do work from home, and I've been working from home for a very long time. So it is some advantages because I don't have to deal with the traffic. However, you want to be consistent. I don't care if it's just one person on your live. You want to be consistent. You still have a fan. Stay consistent with it because if you're helping one person, you're getting the word out. And it's not easy because even with me, I had like a long day. I really didn't even think I was gonna make it on time tonight because today was like a very, like, even though I work from home, I was really really busy. And then I also have my clients that I work for too. So I had some clients that I was doing some different projects for, and it kind of caused me to go a little bit past the time that I usually set myself. But I'm consistent with it, and it's something that I really enjoy doing every week. So I'm here. I'm here every Thursday at 9 p.m. You know for a fact every Thursday at 9 p.m. you can tune in and you can catch me on Filter with Faith Adorne, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on Facebook Live, Unfiltered with Faith Adorne on Facebook Live, on Twitch it's Unfiltered with Faith Adorne, on Twitter it's Faith Adorne, and then I'm live on Instagram at Unfiltered with Faith Adorne, and then on YouTube it's Unfiltered with Faith Adorn. So it's kind of the same across the board. I try to keep it simple, but regardless how crazy it might be, because today was crazy for me, it was very busy. I was still on time. Whatever you have your mind that you want to have set that you want to do, I just say stay consistent with it and just, even when it might get challenging, stay consistent with it because it could change and it could be a good thing. So just stay consistent with it. Don't worry about like how it might get stressful sometime. Don't do that. And just kind of just stay within your word and just stay faithful with it. And you just never know how it might change because one thing about YouTube, they're always looking for different podcasts. It's like even with my page, I can tell that since I've been podcasting, my views are going up. And even since I started doing it on YouTube too, my views are going up. So it's a lot of different advantages. I'm live with my podcast, but I also have my audio where you can go and listen to the same thing that I'm talking about today. You can get it on my audio on Friday, and it'll be on Anchor by 11 p.m. So you really can't lose with this. So I say step out on faith. Is it something that you want to do? Some people think you just have to do like what I'm doing because I've talked to other people that were interested in starting a podcast, and they was just like, well, I don't have the time to do it like this. I'm going to say, if you want to travel with it, if you're going to different restaurants with it, and you're just blogging about the food and you're podcasting about the food that you ate at different restaurants every week, that's an episode. You could talk about that and you could do it every week. If you're cooking dinner and you're excellent cook and you enjoy cooking food at home, you can blog and you can actually set up your podcast to talk about that also. So it's just not where you have to be talking about what I do, like interviewing different talent every week, or just bringing resources. You can really set up your own podcast and be cooking in the kitchen at home, and then you have an episode every week. So I'm gonna say just think about it, just step out on faith and just give it a try. Because if you're in the kitchen cooking and you enjoy cooking and people enjoy looking at that, that is an episode. That's a podcast. Create a reel right quick, put it together, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, and you're set. You have nothing to worry about. You're good. So I would say just like stay consistent with it. Just do it. And like I said, like even tonight, it was a little hard for me because just getting off work, even though I work from home, I'm getting off work and then I'm actually immediately getting ready for my show. And but before then, I had to deal with a client that was out of the country and got back in, and I had to deal with them. So it's not where it's very simple. I'm not sitting here saying podcasting and going live is easy. It's not. But if it's something that you want to do, I would say do it. You could be a hairstylist. You could blog about that, and you can put that up on Anchor. You can go live with that where you're talking to different clients. Like I stated, if you like enjoy cooking, you might not think it's a good thing that you could do, but you might be really somebody else that's viewing in. They could really enjoy your food, like the way you're putting everything together. You can record that with your cell phone. You don't have to have a camera system to do everything. So yeah, tonight I just want to stay a little bit on more on the podcast because I have a lot of people that inbox me and they're kind of interested. Some people that kind of shy. They don't really want to let people know what they're doing, but I wanted to give everyone some different ideas to be helpful. And then also, like I stated, you can set up an account on Anchor. Don't even touch it until you're ready to do it. Create a dope name that would be for your cooking at home or on the road traveling or going to different cities or going to different just events. Whether you're trying different clubs and you're talking about the different clubs that you go through, it's different things that you can do every night, every week in regards to podcasting. Anchor is the spot. Give Anchor a try. I promise you, you cannot go wrong with it. And just step out on faith and just do it. Hey, I'm glad finding solace 2021. I'm glad you said that was a great idea. I'm not sure what type of podcast or what you want to do, but I just want you to know I'm this. I see your uh, your comment on Instagram Live, and thanks for tuning in. So, like I said, we have a great show tonight. Have two different talents that I have to interview: a recording artist and also a film director, a writer, and a producer. And he has an event going on March 30th, Bryan Hammond. So you most really want to talk to him because that's going to be really some good information. Because he's always looking doing casting events for different. Because he creates a lot of different content. Before we go into me interviewing my talent, I first want to bring you guys some jobs in case you guys want to work from home, and it's one company called patlive.com. So it's spelled PATLIVE.com. And they have different remote. And when I'm saying remote, these are jobs where you can work from home. Now, let me tell you guys, I do not work for this company. I do not represent none of these companies that I bring information to be helpful to my viewers. Maybe if you want to work from home. Now, patlive.com, let me explain something to you. You don't have to have a lot of experience with this company because I've heard different people, know different people that actually got hired with them. The pay is not, they're starting off. I think they start off like 13 or $12 an hour, but they're hiring for different remote states in regards to Georgia, Kansas, and Texas. And if you're watching my live, write it down. I'm also going to have you'll be able to find on my Instagram and my Facebook and a link on YouTube. Again, it's www.petlive.com. and it's PATLIVE. Is capital LIVE.com. And they're actually looking for professional virtual receptionists to join their team. That's something you can think about. You might not have a lot of experience, but they're willing to, maybe they're looking for some professionals to work. So that's something that you can do from home and get some experience, and then bam, you're on to another job. You can start off. And again, I want to say I do not work for this company. I am not a representative of this company. What I do is every Thursday I bring helpful resources and tips to help my viewers, whether you're looking for work or just other resources that I have. Another company is called Live Ops. I do not work for Live Ops. I'm not a representative for Live Ops. And I want to keep saying it because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, Faith. No, no, no. Faith do not work for none of these companies. I do work home, but not for none of these companies. But I know people that have worked with these companies and really got their foot through the door of working remote. You can write this company down. It's Live Ops, and it's you can go online on the website.com, and they're looking for a and they at least want you to, this company really wants you to have at least 3 years experience doing customer service. So I'm not sure how that works, but I know both companies, they actually do assessment tests, so you can actually give them a try. And they actually just posted this position on March 21st. So this is an early position. So just give it a try. I'm not saying the positions are still going to be there by tomorrow, because they probably hire really quick, but it's just worth a try. It's worth a try. And again, patlive.com and liveops.com. Patlive is $13 an hour. What I got, my connect that they told me in regards to them hiring, and they're looking for remote workers in Georgia, Kansas, and Texas. So if you live in any one of those states, you have to be in the USA, Georgia, Kansas, and Texas. They are accepting applications. They're looking for friendly and professional virtual assistants. Give them a try. Reach out to them. You can go on the website, petlive.com. And then also Live Ops is the same thing. You can actually go up there, and they just placed a position in regards to working from home, and it's from March. They just posted on March 21st. So, they're the resources. I have to run my ads right now of my different customers that have reached out to me in regards to doing some promotions. And first, what we're going to do, I'm going to play Retro Chris Media. He has a magazine that's dedicated for sports and sports player of the year, for like boxing, and he's actually going to launch two other magazines also. But he's making some moves right now, so I'm going to play his magazine. You can reach out to him on Instagram at Retro Chris Media. Reach out to him, give him a try. He's doing interviews. If you're just trying to get into the sports industry and you need an interview in his magazine, give him a try. Call him. Well, you can hit him up on Instagram or either Facebook, Retro Chris Media. And here's his sports magazine. And let me show it to you. So he has two, but I'm going to show you this one right here. This is the magazine right here, you guys. And I'm going to actually play it in the with the commercial so you guys can actually see it. Give me one moment. We got to take a break because these people want me to promote. Okay, so that's the magazine for Retro Chris Magazine. And that is Retro Behind the Boxers. So this is the magazine right here. And again, you can reach him at Retro Chris Media on Instagram, Retro Chris Media on Facebook also. Now I have another ad that I have to run also. It's the school, Metropolitan Career School and Metropolitan Christian School. The actual president of the school, his name is Mac Freeman. He is looking for a remote social media manager. So you might want to reach out to him if you're trying to, and you can work from home. He's looking for someone to run all of his accounts. So this is Mac Freeman. Hey, thank you. Okay, everybody. So let me get my we have our first guest, which is Pastor Heyman. I want to go ahead and get him in here so we can go ahead and interview him so he can talk about everything. And then my other guest, GS9 Gino, I'm just waiting for him to get in. He's getting his audio and everything together. Yeah. So while my guest, Brian Hammond, is getting in, he's going to be coming on our live shortly. Just got to give him a minute. Let me talk about Mac Freeman's career school. His career school is they offer CNA programs, PCT, EKG, medical code and billing, and they're actually set up where you can actually get your CNA certification in less than 6 weeks. So that's something for you guys to think about. Um, he's located in Atlanta. I actually have his information in the I have his information also in the link also, so you can reach out to him. And if someone maybe dropped out of high school, and I talk about this every week because the programs that he offer, they are accredited and they're really good programs. And he has a a high school diploma program where you can take this program anywhere around the US, and he's accredited and you can actually take the classes online. And if you're in Atlanta, you can reach out to him and you can actually go there. He has different testimonies of students that went to college, so you might want to reach out to him. Again, his name is Mac Freeman. He's the president of Metropolitan Career School. So I say go ahead and give him a try. You can't go wrong with that. And we have Pastor Brian Hammond. Let me get him together because we had like audio issues earlier. So I appreciate everybody being patient. You ready? You good?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. That's good. So everyone, we have Pastor Brian Hammond. He's actually stopping by. He has a lot going on right now. And but I actually have a video where I'm going to show y'all all of his work that he has going on. And he's doing a red carpet premiere of his movie Blended by the Bag, and he's doing a red carpet, and that's on March 30th. So let me introduce Pastor Brian Hammond to Unfiltered with Faith Adorne. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. And I just want to say thank you. And okay, okay, cool. All right. I'm sorry, Pastor. I'm working, like I said, I'm working social media, the cameras, the production. So I have like some people that's talking to me through Instagram. So I know that you have a great event that's coming up on March 30th, and you're also going to be talking about your new music titled Street Narrator. And
Yes.
so I guess if you can just like let us know, everyone, let's welcome him, Mr. Pastor Hammond, to Filter with Faith Adorn.
Hello, everyone. Hey, listen. First of all, it's my pleasure and it's an honor to be your guest. Uh,
Thank you so
you,
much.
you are doing awesome things, So I just wanted to commend you for that. You know.
Thank you so
So,
much.
so, like you said, March 30th. Blinded by the Bag is my movie premiere.
Okay.
And so we're gonna start interviewing at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
and and we're gonna be interviewing individuals for my podcast,
Okay.
which is called Double Take.
Well, you got
Uh,
to send me the information so I can put that in the link so I can have people go to you. And to the people that's on Instagram that I don't know if you guys are on my YouTube. Uh, the filmmaker Brian Hammond, he's also a pastor. He's a writer. He's a producer. He's a songwriter also, and so much more. He's starting back his podcast. So I'm gonna have his information. Where can they find your podcast at, or what
Well,
platforms will you be on?
right now, YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, and if they wanted to go to you, I always try to let my guests, like before we get too deep in the conversation, to let everyone know your platform so they can find you.
Hammond Bryan on all social media platforms. Hammond Bryan.
Same,
Simple.
like me.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm excited. Like I said, March the 30th at the AMC Theater in Morrow, Georgia. We're going to start interviewing at 6:30, and like I said, I'm going to be interviewing individuals for my podcast, which is called Double Take.
I like
And
that.
of course, we familiar with that particular term where you say, taking a double take, especially in film and in movies and stuff like that. So, but we are. I started this particular podcast for individuals that's in the film industry,
I like
and
that.
yeah, so it's giving them the opportunity to introduce themselves to the audience. And me particularly, I like to discuss. I want to talk about the content. We are content creators as filmmakers, and I want to make
Yes,
sure. So I want to know why are you creating the content that you are creating? What's the motivating factor?
I like
Because
that.
I'm really big on content. So
Because we
double.
can be in content creators. I know, like with my stuff, I create in my sleep. It's like, and when I create, it's so crazy you said that. Because Pastor Brian, when I could be asleep and just come up with a concept,
Yes,
I will go ahead and type out the log line or the synopsis, and
there
I
you
would
go.
immediately copyright it. I'm
That's
s-
it.
like, I'm telling you right now, like I have stuff from 2009, and I just
Yes,
will copyright the concept because
there you
if
go.
because if you don't copyright it and just do it right then,
Yes.
you think you can just put it on your laptop? No, 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 no.
No, no. I like the fact that you said you copyrighted right then. A lot of people don't do that. And when you get an idea, right? And for a content for whatever, I like the fact that you immediately, you know, do the copywriting for it and stuff like that. So some people don't
Yeah.
do. Most people don't do that. So
I'm actually going to have an episode also where I'm going to be letting out some gems, some people don't like to let people know about that, but I'm going to let the people, like just my viewers, know how simple it is, and I know. But it's very important when, like how you said that the different film directors and filmmakers, with me, I'm a producer and I'm a content creator. Like I enjoy putting treatments and storyboards together.
there you go.
And that's my love,
Hmm.
and producing. And so if I create a concept, a lot of people don't realize six other people can have that same concept. It might be different. Could be 1,000 people around the world can have that's it's not going to be the total same concept, but something similar.
Yeah.
So you have to immediately with me the way that I was taught from someone I was really glad passed it, the person that kind of educated me, kind of showed me the game,
Yes.
because by them showing me the game, it taught me what to do, because we have to learn a lot of stuff on our own,
There you go.
and you learn through failure.
There you go.
And I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to learn something like that at that extent where someone else has took my idea and I just had it, I've been sending out to everybody. That's why they have the NDA, because
Yes.
but a lot of people, Pastor Brian, don't know that. So if
Yeah.
I come up with a synopsis, like if I come up with a concept or a story, because I'm a storyteller,
Yes.
I immediately put a log line together.
Yes.
I put the synopsis together, and sometimes I put together a pilot, or I just write the whole story out, not sure if I'm gonna use it. Like that's how I have a lot of my content now. I can
Yes.
go ahead and put it out as a short story, like
Yes.
I'm doing my book She Want It All, or
Yes.
I could do it as a movie. I wrote it like four different ways, and I
Wow.
copywritten them.
Yes, that's awesome. I like the fact that, when you have an idea, you write it out the log line, you know what I mean, the synopsis, and that's awesome because a lot of people they don't do that, and because they don't do that, sometimes ideas just pass them by, so to speak. You know what I
It
mean by that?
does. I'm gonna have to bring you back when it's
Uh,
time for you to do your podcast. We're going to talk about that because I'm telling you, I'm actually going to be dropping the gems. I'm going to be dropping the gems in regards to giving them the formula how to do that because it's not expensive when you copyright it the way that I do. But to someone that maybe not having it, it might be a little bit much. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you want to be kind of mindful. I try to be mindful about it. But
yeah,
if I'm letting someone know how they can go by doing it
yeah.
and save your idea, because somebody can run with it. You know, this Hollywood.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree with you. Yeah. So you have to protect, whatever the Lord gives you, you have to protect it. And I like the fact that you
Amen.
said you will copyright it right off the rip. Copyright it, before you share it with anyone. And that's why you have NDAs and stuff like that. So you want to make sure you protect what has been given to you.
You have to, because if you don't, somebody will have it. You
There
know,
you go.
somebody will have it. You be like, wait a minute, that's my idea. You
Yeah,
know, so yeah, I try to do that like that. You know, it's really important. And I
yeah,
have like so much content that I haven't even touched yet.
yeah.
And but it's like a bad thing because I'm just like keeping it like okay, but and I'm like right now what she wanted it all. I'm getting
Yeah.
ready to go ahead and just put it out there.
Okay.
You
So you're gonna
know.
so you have it. So she wanted all. That's a book you have already written. It's what is it?
I wrote it as a short story.
Okay.
Back in I think it was like 2014, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And then I turned around and I pitched it to Amazon. This
Okay.
is when Amazon Prime had like a portal open.
That's right. I remember that.
You remember that?
Yes.
But before I pitched it to them, I actually pitched another project to them too also.
Okay.
That wasn't She Wanted It All, but I pitched it to them. And when I pitched it to them, I pitched it to them two different scenarios.
Gotcha.
um the main character and the mother was the same, but other characters was different. And I
Uh-huh.
wrote it as a short story, I wrote it as a movie,
Okay.
and I wrote it as a series. So when I pitched it to them, I pitched it to them as a series. But
Uh-huh.
when we create, I kind of played with the characters and
Yes.
changed the scenario a little bit, changed the log line and the synopsis, and
Yes.
I pitched it to them actually as two different series.
Wow. Congratulations. And I'm pretty sure they was like, did they give you the two
No.
thumbs?
Well, you know what? I was glad that I actually got the email back from them, letting them. They actually reached out to me to tell me that, listen, we got your content, but if
Ah,
you want to go in and freshen it up a little bit and come back, so they let me know. You know what? I got it. But I made sure before I send it to them that it was copywritten because I was
there
just
you
like,
go.
I ain't messing with them. Like, and I
That's
bet I
right.
see nothing online that sounds similar to, similar to what I sent them.
That's right. That's right.
But they're so smart anyway. They could change up some stuff.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So that's why you have to stay prayed up and pray over your stuff. Just that
Yeah.
simple. Just that simple. So yeah, I'm excited. So I have my new music project coming out, Street Narrator. That's coming out. I may even do a song or two after the premiere Wednesday
Okay.
night. So I'm gonna be introducing my CDs that night.
Oh,
So
that's gonna be
yeah,
nice.
yes, and also, well, there's no more seats left. It's jam packed now. So the
That's
event
what
is
I'm talking about.
the event is free.
Amen.
Yeah, a lot of people when they do a premiere, they charge. They have tickets for sale. So
Mhm.
I made it my purpose
Okay.
to make sure that my premieres are free.
Okay.
So and but it's there's no seats left. The whole auditorium is full. So
That's what I'm talking about right there.
and that's from RSVP. People reserve their seats. Yeah.
And I'm
So
sorry, my live with on Instagram, my phone just gave me a notification that it's going to go dead. My phone. I was like, oh my goodness.
yeah. So I'm introducing my music, and also I have a television series called My Best Man Atlanta. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
be
didn't send me that. Matter of fact, Pastor,
we're
let
gonna
me
be
let
casting
my
for that.
viewers. Yeah, let me let my viewers see your content right quick. So this is the promo ad that I have that I've been playing, and it has for your event on
Permit.
March 30th. Yep.
Okay. All
So everyone, y'all that's
right.
tuned in, y'all gonna see Pastor Bryan Hammond's his event that he has set up for the Blended by the Bag.
Blinded by the bag.
Blinded by the Bag. You gonna have to tell me what's going on with the Blinded by the Bag, cause I got a idea what I'm thinking about. Cause people do be blinded by that money.
There you go.
They be motivated for it.
You got it already. See, look, that's it. It's just
So
that simple.
Blinded by the Bag, and then the music project title Street Narrator. So you can talk about that right quick. But give me
Yeah.
a moment. Let me let the viewers see
Uh,
what your project is about,
all
so they
right.
know they need to hurry up. And I know you say everything is reserved, but maybe they can sneak in.
Yeah.
And filter with Faith Adorne weekly promo ad. Bryan Hammond, pastor, director, writer, author, and much more. Everyone go to his Eventbrite page for his free movie premiere. The free screening is on March 30th at 6:30, located at the address on the flyer. Click the link for more details.
I like how I said like the cash app is dropping. I'm like, okay, so and it's funny because when you send it to me, I was like, okay, did I just do the cash app is dropping? Let me make sure it's
Yeah,
correct.
that's one of my singles, Cash App Trapping. Yeah, so
Man.
yeah, so I'm excited. Like I said, we're doing the premiere. We're gonna be interviewing for my podcast, Double Take. I will be introducing my music. I have my own, record label. So
Okay.
it's called Wash Music Label.
Okay.
Also, I have, of course, I got the my Best Man Atlanta television series. I have individuals who sent their information to me, and I'm so excited to start casting. We're gonna do a casting call really, really soon. And
Okay.
my Best Man Atlanta, that's my next project. That's from my heart right there. I'm looking forward to casting and starting. I'm looking forward to shooting. So
So quick question, Pastor Brian. How did you get started into filmmaking and writing? Like was it something that you just kind of stumbled in, or was it something that you was always passionate about and doing?
that's an excellent question. Actually, when I was young, long story short, someone gave me a track. Now I don't know if you know what a track is. It was a
Oh yeah.
it's a short story. It's a short story about the Lord, right? So, but it had a lot of pictures in it. Well, long story short, that particular story or that track, that book with that story in it,
Mhm.
it did something to me. So ever since I read that story in that book, I started writing stories.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
and so just kept writing stories and stories until maybe about 15 years ago. I took some classes and got some training
Mhm.
and screenwriting, and I just went off from just took off from there. So,
Wow.
but it was a seed planted in my heart.
I like how
Somebody,
you said it was a seed planted, so it's
yeah,
now it's been blossoming and growing.
there
So
you go.
I like how you said that. So
Yes.
tell us about the movie. Like, I'm curious about blended,
Blinded
that
by the
bag.
bag. You
Blind, I
keep
keep saying
you.
blended
Oh
because I got somebody else that I'm
yeah.
gonna be talking to that has some. I can't say the title, but it's called Blended. And I just talked
Oh,
to them
okay.
today, so
Yeah, you
and I
got
don't
that
want to let
blended.
everything out, but they're doing on something that's called Blended. It has nothing to do with you, but I keep
Yeah.
seeing hearing Blended because I talked to them before we talked, but blinded by the bag. So get
There you
into it.
go.
Blinded by the bag, because
Hey,
it's some folks be blinded by the bag, but I'm motivated to the bag. So
yeah. So we
tell me
want to
what's going on.
we want to make sure everybody understand that term. The bag. So that means getting your paper. But
Ooh,
so
hey.
so a lot of people are blinded by how they go about getting that money or getting that bag, and they some people, if they have morals, they throw their morals aside just to hustle and do whatever they have to do, scheme,
Yeah.
plot, to get that bag. So the premise of the movie is basically about individuals, how what they decide to do to get the bag, how they
Right.
go about getting the bag. There's a right and wrong way to go about getting the
Yeah, you don't want to
bag.
lose your integrity. So
There
many
you
people
go.
get into like, you can love money, but you think about it like, I don't want to never lose my integrity when it comes to the money.
I like that. Exactly.
Or
That's pretty
even
much.
when it comes to doing business. I don't want to, because you can't drink from every cup.
There you go. There you go. That's it. And I like the way you express that because if you, especially if you was brought up in a good home, right, and you was
Mhm.
taught morals, right. But
Right.
if you decide to kick those morals to the curb, so to speak, and just go get that bag by any means necessary,
Right.
well, that's pretty much the premise of the movie. You know?
I like that. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Without
Yeah.
letting everything out, because we want everybody to come
I
March 30th.
don't want to do
Right. And
that.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense because you don't want to lose. Like, I have this thing, like, you could be hungry. Like, I'm a risk taker.
Yes.
You got to step out on faith. Sometimes it might take you 10 years. Like, I know I've been in this game for a very long time and I've put in a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Yeah.
And you still be humble and you wait for your opportunity. But I'm
Yes.
still very selective, and I refuse to just drink from every cup that someone is giving me, like
There
every
you
cup,
go.
because
There you
you
go.
might hurt yourself trying to do that. And that's when you lose your integrity and your compassion. And a lot of people don't look at it like that, but
Yes. Yes.
I do.
That's right. Losing your integrity. Integrity. I love that because when you're going up, you want to make sure that you treat everybody the way you want to be treated. You want to make sure that you do everything with good integrity. So
Right.
I love that, and
Yeah, it's important.
that's basically what the movie is about. Just making
Okay.
yes, pretty much. So you hit it right on the nail,
Yeah.
without giving too much away. And so,
How
like,
was taping with it? Like, did you do like any behind the scenes with like bloopers and stuff like that?
yes,
How was taping?
I have BT as behind the scene footage, right? So you can
Uh-huh.
see that footage. Actually, you can see that on my Facebook
Okay.
and on YouTube. Blinded by the Bag behind the scene footage. So you can see that. So this would be my third film. So
Oh, wow.
yes, I did a short film titled Smoke that was on
Mhm.
that was on Amazon Prime. It was a series.
So
Yes.
what happened with that? Is it still there? Can people like
Well,
tune
it
in
was
with it?
I think it was on Amazon Prime for about almost 2 years, and
Congratulations on
yes,
that.
but they took it down because it didn't get enough traffic like it was supposed to. So
You know what?
it did a 2 year stretch. So
But you know what?
yeah,
That's okay though, because I've
yeah,
talked to other people that went through that also,
yeah,
Pastor. And
yeah,
you know how sometimes we could be before our time. I
yeah,
would go ahead and shop it back to them because it might be the moment right now for
yeah,
everybody to be
yeah,
tuned in to see it
yeah.
where it might make sense.
But you can see it on YouTube right now, though.
Okay,
So
that's good.
it's called Smoke. So and also I did a feature film titled Black Quarantine. So
Oh, okay.
I haven't released that one yet. Actually, I'm gonna probably shoot some more footage and go back into the lab and do some work on it.
Right, right.
So Blinded by the Bag is actually my third film, and March 30th will be my third premiere at the AMC Theater. So,
And that's
so
in Morrow, Georgia, right?
yes, yes, yes. So, like I said, the auditorium is full. The seats, there's no more seats left.
That is dope, yo. That is
Yeah,
good because
yeah,
that, like, you have that venue, and that's
yeah.
not like a total small. So for that to
No,
happen, God is
yeah,
good.
all the time. And it's like I said, most of the people, actually everybody, the RSVP, they
Hmm.
reserve their seats. And I'm excited. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing interviews. If you're in the film industry, right, content creators, I will be interviewing you that night. Now,
Let me tell everybody on my IG. If I have anybody that's tuned in, I think, hey, I have Who's Nikki Purple. Hey, hi. So who's Nikki Purple? I'm gonna let her know.
yeah,
She's a content creator.
there you go.
And Nikki, if you're listening to me right now, I see you on my live. You want to go ahead and follow Pastor Brian Hammonds. He has something going on, which is his movie premiere and also his music project title. He's going to be doing a red carpet on March 30th. He's looking for content creators. Give them a reach. Call them. Hit them up on Instagram. Hit them up on Facebook. And I'm gonna have the information on my Instagram page too and Facebook page. So
Yeah.
basically, the content creators, film producers, whoever's within the industry within film. Uh,
That's why it's called double take. It gives the content creators the opportunity to expose their content to the public, speak about their companies, and stuff like that. And
mhm.
also it gives the content creator an opportunity to discuss their past projects as well as their present and future projects, but my
Okay.
main objective is to make sure we discuss the content that they are creating.
Okay.
So that's really one of the reasons why I created Double Take. So give them a chance to take a second look at what you have created. You know what
I
I mean?
like that.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. So if you are a content creator, we will be, if you show up Wednesday, March the 30th at the AMC in Marble, Georgia, we will be interviewing you there. The interview starts at 6:30.
And who is Nikki Purple just said that she most definitely will connect with you.
All right, that's what
And
that
that's what
makes.
he wants. And this is what this whole platform is about. I,
Yes, yeah,
I'm that lifestyle liaison. I love connecting the dots and putting people together because there's so much money out here where we all can
yes,
eat. We do not have to. It's about collaborating.
that's right,
Like you
that's
have
right.
your podcast, you're in film, you have a lot of good stuff going on. It's
Yes,
about we collaborating and helping each other. So it's enough for all of us to win.
that's right.
Some people don't look at it like that. They look at everyone as competition. I'm like money bag. It's me versus
That's
me. I'm in
it.
competition with me. It's
That's
me
it.
versus me. I don't have the time to worry about what everybody else is doing because
Yes.
if I worry about what everybody else is doing, I'm not going nowhere. I'm already moving kind of slow doing it because when we're putting our own money into our own content and
Yes.
investing in
Yes.
ourselves, it
Yes.
doesn't happen overnight.
No, it does not. I mean, you preach it to the choir now, because we
Right, we
weren't.
don't have time to worry about. So
Yeah.
I'm about
Yeah.
listen. Okay, so you're doing the same thing I do. Okay,
Yes.
let's
Yes.
connect. Let's
Yes.
collaborate. Let me go ahead and I use my platform for you. And who is Nikki Purple? She said she's most definitely gonna reach out to you. Oh, that I really appreciate that. She just said there's no one on earth. Thank you so much. Like I'm
Yes.
about because it's a if we do it together or kind of
That-
I want to be in a room, Pastor Brian, where I don't have to look over my back. I want to know, well, you know what? Somebody's saying my name out loud.
There you go. I mean, like you said, integrity. You want to
Yeah,
treat, you want to keep that integrity. You know what I mean? So, and I'm glad because, like you said, this is a platform, unfiltered with you. And it's giving us an opportunity to network. And that's trust me when I tell you, there will be a lot of networking on Wednesday night.
I
So,
believe that.
it's gonna. If you don't show up, you're gonna miss it because everybody's gonna be going live on their social media platforms. Somebody might be there interviewing, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'm going to be interviewing. It's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And like I said,
I love it.
I might treat you guys with a maybe a song or two after the movie,
Okay.
from my music project, new music project. So I'm trying to put that together. But
Okay. Are you always like? Are you sometimes looking for actors for your new upcoming
yes,
projects and stuff like that?
we get ready to do a casting call for My Best Man Atlanta, the television
Okay.
series. And so we will be doing a casting call really, really soon. And most of the time, like I said, this is my third film, and I hired people, individuals that in the Atlanta metropolitan area.
Okay.
So I try to keep it in house, so to speak. Keep it right here in the A. So yeah, third movie.
The
Get
A
ready.
is booming. The A's always been booming. Like it's like you better come to Atlanta if you're
Yeah,
trying to get something popping because Atlanta is hot.
that's right. Yeah, hot Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta, that's like baby Hollywood. Well, hold
that,
on, we want to make sure we hit the cities right. Where okay,
that,
if you move into Atlanta, because
yes,
Gwinnett is not Atlanta. We know about that.
yeah.
So gotta be careful the way I say that. But it's true.
That's
But
right.
Atlanta overall is the place to be at, whether you're in music or film. I tell anybody,
Yes, yeah.
it's not cheap.
That's right. That's right. Yeah,
So
that's yeah. It's like I said, it's not that it's inexpensive. It's reasonable, cost of living and stuff like that. But you can really network here. you know. So
Yeah.
I was told at one time DC, Washington DC, what they was calling Washington DC Chocolate City. I don't know. I think Atlanta did.
No, Atlanta is it. But like one of my viewers just said, that's right, Faith. Decatur ain't Atlanta.
That's
See, you gotta
right.
be careful. Decatur, not Atlanta. I just said that because with I'm gonna run a song. You're like, you gotta be careful. Like you
That's
don't want
right.
to say because people like I'm from Atlanta, but
That's
they
right.
really no Conyers and Decatur and
No,
Atlanta,
no,
and that's
no.
for who is Nikki Purple. I just said it. Yeah, so
Yeah,
but
yes,
Atlanta overall is like the mecca. And
yes.
if you in film or you in movies and you want to come here or just even like a I tell people like some people need to step out on faith just to move.
Yeah,
You don't have to be in
yeah.
film
That's right.
because I
That's right.
still work my 9 to 5.
Yes,
You know,
that's
my
right.
day job I work from home,
There you
because
go.
I can't leech off nobody. I like to live nice. So until I get that big break, whether I'm
Yeah,
coming in
yeah.
with a network.
Yes, yes. I mean, but like you said, networking, and your particular podcast right tonight, Unfiltered with you, it's allowing us to network. It's allowing people to be exposed to individuals like myself. And, the only thing they have to do now is just reach out. You know
That's
what I
it.
mean? But
And
we
they're
will,
saying right now that they're going to reach out to you.
yes,
And I know it's a lot of people that are really, because you think about social media.
yeah,
Social media is king right now. Well, it's
yeah,
been king and
yeah,
queen.
yes,
And if
yes,
you got content, this is social media. You can put together quick reels and just
yeah.
promote your stuff. So you know,
And like
I
you
wanna
said,
I wanna
yeah,
do something right quick too. I have this segment where I can't let you off too easy.
go ahead.
So I have to put you in the hot seat a little bit. So
Do
I
it.
have a motivational clip that I play, and it'll be
Uh-huh.
by a celebrity.
Okay.
And then I want your scenario of how you take their clip of what they're saying.
Okay.
And let me see, who am I gonna? I think this might be. Uh, I'm gonna do 50 Cents because he's booming. He's been in the film industry for so long, so he has something in regards to keeping it real, and I want your take on it.
All right.
Being persistent, right? I think the only thing that separates people is passion. Having the ability to focus on something, on to work on it, will allow you to work hard enough to be good enough at it. That's the Kobe Bryant run. He outworked those people. He a lot of people in the league perform according to their paycheck. So they're like, I ain't getting that money, let them do it.
Kobe was there every day.
Yeah, working like that.
Every
And that's what
practice.
separates him and makes him special to us in a different way, even after he's gone.
How do you think? Like 50 Cent is so awesome, and
Yeah.
him talking about being consistent. What is your views and take on that being said?
Well, I mean, first off, being consistent. Of course, you can't not accomplish anything if you're inconsistent. My thing of it is process to progress, right?
Give
And
me one. Hold on,
mhm,
Brian.
okay,
Gino, my other
Yeah.
guest is here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, how you doing? Okay, give me like 5 minutes, and then we'll get you started so we can talk about everything that you have going on. I'm glad you was able to get in, and thank you for coming to Unfiltered.
All right.
So I got you here. I'm just gonna remove you from the live until it's time for you, but I have you right here on a portal, so you're here.
All right. So I'm gonna mute my mic.
Okay, great. Thank
All
you.
right.
yeah, what I was saying was, of course, you have to be consistent, right?
Right,
Consistency is the key to the breakthrough. Let me say
right,
that. Let me say that again. Consistency is the key to the breakthrough. All right.
right,
All our biblical individuals know what that means. So
right.
it's process to progress. Okay. And your passion is what should be driving you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you have to despise not the days of small beginning. You have to crawl before you walk.
I
But if
like
you,
how you said. I see you trying to. I see you with the scriptures and stuff now. I see
hey,
you.
I got to do it. That's the answer. But you have to understand that, right? And so
Right,
consistency is the key to the breakthrough. I know that goes over people's heads, but it really
yeah,
is. So process to progress, right? You have to crawl before you walk, and don't despise not the days of small beginnings. You know what I mean?
amen.
And
Yeah,
so, as an independent filmmaker like myself, I have learned to wear many hats: executive producer, director, writer.
I know. I'm sitting here producing, running three cameras behind me because I got to get
Yeah,
behind the scenes. Then I have my live on Instagram,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I have this whole production set. So I'm
So,
streaming. You
yeah,
already know I'm
yeah,
actually running a TV show basically, and I'm
basically.
having to make sure everybody's audio is good. I'm just praising God. When Gino just came through, his
Yeah,
audio was perfect. I didn't have to
yeah,
go through like what we went through because
yeah,
it was a delay, was an issue with his audio, so he came in perfect. I'm just
yeah.
giving God praises for that,
So
right?
everything is working smoothly tonight.
Yes, I
So,
love it.
so and I also write for other filmmakers, right? So I write for others. So I could write the script and bring it from the page to the screen. So if you need me to do that for you, I can do that as well.
So basically, what you're telling me, you could do some unpacking, and
There
that's
you go.
important. You
Of
see, I
course.
know the words now.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So if
Yeah.
anybody that's on my live right now is looking for a film writer, a producer, or a director, Brian Hammond, you'll be able to find him in the link on my Instagram post that I'm going to post up later on tonight. And you can actually find him on Facebook also, but I'm going to have everything in the link on YouTube and on Instagram and Facebook. But um so with your project that you have, the music project titled Street Narrator, tell us a little bit about that. Then I'm gonna get to Gino because Gino's on live, and because we've talked a lot, and you can let everybody know about the address. Oh, I know you said it's full, but are they still able to go to Eventbrite?
Yeah, actually, they could come out. Yeah, they could do that because sometimes people will reserve their seat and may not show up.
Right. That's what I'm
So,
saying.
but Street Narrator is my latest music project. Long story short, basically, I grew up in the street. So when people hear the songs, like one of the songs is called "Without a Father,"
Okay.
that's pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
I grew up without a father, so the song deals with that. The repercussions of not having a dad in the home, right? And then I got one song called "Your Girl," where if you have a baby mama, individuals that's watching this can understand both perspectives: the baby mother's perspective and the father's perspective.
I
So
like
my
that.
song, so Street Narrator, I deal with topics that's we can relate to, everybody can relate to. So
I
that's
like that.
yeah. So pretty much that's it. Blinded by the Bag, March 30th at the AMC in Morrow, Georgia. We starting our interviews at 6:30. And we'll
Okay. Okay. And before we end this live with you, let's give everybody a quick recap. You're set for March 30th with your premiere. Um, give them a quick recap of all of that from your the actual music project title, where they can actually come out to, where they can find you on Instagram, and let's not forget your podcast. Let's talk about that too, and then we can close. And I can bring Gino in. Hey, Gino, I'm coming.
Well, Blinded by the Bag, my podcast Double Take, we will be interviewing starting at 6:30, Morrow, Georgia, AMC Theater. Double Take is the podcast. I'm interviewing all individuals in the industry, filmmakers, right?
Okay.
Directors, executive producers. And my music project, Street Narrator, I will be introducing that as well on Wednesday night. And so
Okay.
I will be giving out CDs, right? And
Okay.
then what else we talked about? See, oh, my best man Atlanta, my new television series.
Right.
We will be casting for that real soon.
Okay.
And like I said, if you need someone to write, I can write the script, bring it from the script, from the pages to the screen. You
I
know,
love.
so yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Well, I just want to say thank you for gracing my platform. I really appreciate it. I'm very humble. And you don't have to leave. You don't have to go anywhere. I'm just going to bring Gino in because you never know. You're always looking for actors. And
Yes.
Gino, he's a recording artist. He's up in New York, but
Okay.
he's making some power moves. He's with the movers and the shakers. And you might be looking to bring in an influencer or like someone to star in your movie. I can connect you with his manager, or
Uh,
maybe you guys can connect and
yeah.
talk about a budget. He's out of Bobby Shmurda cap.
Okay.
So if you're looking for that face and somebody, because he's an influencer and
Yeah.
reviews, and you're looking for someone to come in to play a different scene within acting, Gino is here also. So you guys maybe can connect.
Okay.
So
You can
I'm gonna go ahead
intro.
I'm gonna introduce you to him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
stay right here, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you down, but you're gonna be here, and then I'm gonna bring you back up.
All right.
Okay. Gino, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, okay, okay. I'm glad you was able to make it. I know.
Yeah, I was.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, I got caught up, but
No, I
I
know.
made
And
it.
then, I had already said, with the audio and all that stuff. So I was just like, what, Gino's coming. He's getting his audio together. So that's what
Yeah,
that was going on. So you are good. But welcome. I appreciate you taking the time coming. And I don't know if you heard me telling the film director, Bryan Hammond, he's a writer and a content creator. He has a red carpet event going on March 30th for his movie and also his project title, but he's always creating content. So I was letting him know, he put a budget together, and he's looking for an actor. He can reach out to you. You're up in New York, but I'm quite sure you'll be interested in, the bag, him paying and bringing you
yeah,
down in regards to acting.
I wouldn't mind.
So you hear him,
I
Brian.
wouldn't mind.
And like I
And
was
get
telling him that you through Bobby Shmurda camp, so you can bring the views and the people. So,
and
you
get me
know,
them placements.
that's right. See, I'm about connecting. We all can eat, so, and he's put out a lot of projects. So he's always looking for actors. So I think you most definitely, you guys can connect, or I can put him with your management or your agent or however you want to do it.
Yeah,
But yeah, so everyone, you are still tuned in to Unfiltered with Faith Adorne, and now we have the recording artist, GS9 Gino. He's from the song that I know you guys heard, "The Wave, the Truth." He has Bobby Shmurda in the video, and you've been doing music for a minute. So,
yeah.
and I
I've been
seen you up in the jet with Bobby when he came home last year. So go ahead, you take
facts.
the platform is yours now.
Yeah, so we working on the remix right now. You feel me? Um, I could give y'all a quick sneak peek.
I got the video here too. I want everybody to see the video because that video go hard with you,
Oh,
and the one with you and
the
well,
remix
I
is
don't have the
gonna be.
remix, but I have the video that's on your YouTube page, and I even got the whole lot of I'm not gonna say that word, but because we're live or
Yeah.
whatever. But you have like that was 2 years ago, and you have like
Uh-huh.
115,000 views on that with
Eight,
Fetty Luciano.
181, 82.
181. I've been
Yeah.
doing my homework.
Yeah.
And then you have Billie Jean, that was 5 years ago. Nina Goes Hard, that was a year ago. And then The Truth, which was like 4 months ago, you
Yeah.
dropped, and that's with Bobby. So Brian, if you still here, I'm gonna play Gino. Gino ain't nothing to play with now, so get ready.
Tell them.
Tell him, and so then you can talk about it, everything. So let me
Oh.
show to my viewers.
What's cracking? Know what's up? GS9 Gino, aka Fat Tony, back in full effect. Y'all know what's up? What a fool, what it do? All I do is shoot my nigga. He remove your roof. Got the chickens in the coop. I be busting moves. Got some bitches getting loose. Off that trippy juice. What a fool, what it do? All I do is shoot my.
Okay. So Brian, I
Uh-huh.
see Brian shaking his head, and then I'm gonna go ahead. So talk about that, and then I'm gonna show the other video I had with you and Fetty, also Luciano. So how was it making that video with Bobby? I
It
have a
was,
bunch of questions. Like, how was it making that video with Bobby? Because he has so much good energy, man.
yo, his energy is crazy, and you wouldn't believe I had like 100 takes. I had to tell him like, yo, wait, bro. Like, I had to tell the cameraman, pause real quick. I need water. Like, yo, like, please, I need some water because he's all over the place. Then
You couldn't. You gotta keep up with him.
he's
Like he was like
dragging me.
he's just like naturally like energy.
He got ADD. That's between us, all right?
I
Yo.
think he said that in the video or something. I think he said that. So you're not saying anything wrong. I literally think I seen a video when he said like he was like, "Yo," but I didn't take it like that. I took it where you know what? I love his energy. Some people are kind of like not feeling it, but I love the energy that he brings because even with that video, I think he just set all that off because he's like naturally with it.
My boy just living his life. 6 years will make you, you know. Some people like him, they do 6 years and come out mad. Like, how to explain it?
No,
They
I
come
get
out
it. They're
like a,
not in a good place. They're upset with the
yeah.
world. He came out peacefully. You can tell he got right with himself, whether it was God or whoever it was, whoever he serves. And you can tell that he's really peaceful. Like he doesn't care what no one says, and that's what I love about him. He don't
And
care.
like that's why I wouldn't mind him producing my videos because his that kid is full of it. Like his energy, yo, son. I needed like a whole case of water.
So I seen you in the jet. Like I seen you like picking him up. So when he came home but last year, I saw you there, like in the
No,
video. You
it wasn't the picking him up. It's when we flew to Atlanta and Miami.
yeah, tell me,
I
give
mean
it
in
to me right.
California.
So
Yeah.
how was that?
Oh,
Like
the
just at
jet
the
life.
event. I know y'all was lit that night.
We paid CeeLo on the jet.
I love CeeLo.
That
I
was
win some
different.
money with CeeLo.
That was different. Yeah, I took some
Yeah.
of his money, but he
Oh
had
man.
a lot, so he took it back.
I would love to come to a CeeLo game with you guys. Like, yo,
On
I
the
built your
jet.
bank up. Don't let the cute face fool you, Gino. Like I'm nice with the CeeLo. Y'all might get mad at me shooting some CeeLo. I'm telling you
You
right
gonna
now,
be
I
my
got I
secret
got lucky
weapon.
hands for real.
You gonna be my secret weapon. Say no more.
Yo, I can show you how we can tag, like we can have like that'll be something else because I don't want to let all the secrets out and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you'll be like, you know what? I gotta bring you faith because we got this connection when it's time to shoot CeeLo. So
yeah. Take all the Bobby money.
yeah, he be trying to figure out what happened. Yeah,
Hmm.
like so also like tell us like how did you get started in music? Like was Bobby your like how long you been around Bobby and stuff? Like what motivated you to get into the music industry?
I would say like since 2012. I've been around him. Uh, I end up getting in trouble and having to do juvenile time. And
Okay.
I did juvenile time, came out. I didn't come out for long. I ended up going to Rikers Island and I did a little bid 1 year. And
Okay.
doing that bid, it was the year he signed and all that. And I got released on the day he signed.
Okay.
And it was just a movie from there for me, like, and me.
Gino, I think we lost. Okay, you back? I can't hear you.
You could hear me.
I can hear you now. Do not move. Whatever you did, don't move because you're telling a
Fuck.
good story. Okay, you good.
I put this phone on do not disturb.
Oh man. So we lost him right in the middle of the story, but I have faith he's gonna come back.
Yes, yes. There
I
he
know
Hello.
it.
is.
You
Amen. I
you could
knew it. I was like, you
you
back,
could hear me
Gino?
now.
I said, I got faith he's coming back because that story was getting juicy. The enemy is a liar. You're going to tell your story and you about to have some good things happening to you. So the enemy ain't messing this up. Finish with your story, Gino. This is your platform.
Okay, so basically, one day, right, I'm walking and I'm in the hood, like I'm walking, I'm chilling,
Hmm.
and my engineer friend who I grew up with, he the one that did the Bobby bitch beat and produced it. So he like, yo, what are you doing? Like your friends is rappers. You in the streets. The streets know you. People know you. Why you not focusing on music? I'm
Right.
like, what you mean? Like I play around with it. Like I'll joke and make a 1 2 lines. And then
Right.
he like, nah, I think you should come to the studio. and record a song. I'm like, yo, I got a song and I only did two verses. Not even two verses. I only did two lines, and I
Okay.
gave up. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So he like, nah, come to the studio and try it out, man. I came
Okay.
there, I tried out. I ended up making the song Billie Jean, and that song everybody fell in love with my voice.
I did too when I listened to it on YouTube because I was listening to all your stuff and I was like, Billie Jean. And I was like,
Billie
okay,
Jean.
this is, and I was just like, wait a minute. So that was different for me. I did listen to that song too.
You see, so Billie Jean grabbed up people's attention, and from there I got nothing but great feedback. So I just kept going. Like even right now, the stuff that I got unreleased, I can't wait for the world to hear that. Like I got
I
some
can't wait neither.
serious. I got something serious, and I'm not gonna be regular in my videos. Like my videos is gonna get better and better. You
We
feel me?
all get
So
better with time, and I like how you said that. Like even what you saying, you want Bobby Shmurda to produce, direct your music videos. I think that'd be dope because his creativity, you already know, is gonna go Pluto. It's
he
gonna go
he
out of here.
reminds me of Ace Ventura.
And I like that. So you know that he's like you giving him the creativity to take the platform and do what he needs. You already know it's gonna go out. Just look at the video I just played, and you're sitting here saying that you're doing something new with him. So that's gonna be, when are we gonna get that?
You gotta ask him. We waiting on him. He right now he's in Miami shooting. I was supposed to be there, but I had to take care of something out here. But we supposed to be shooting like either the end of this month, like as in the 30th, or the first week or second week of next month. But we shooting real soon. And this video, I can't even wait because this video gonna
You
be
like a little
dope.
kid on Christmas
Yeah.
right now. You can't even wait to come down. I can imagine that. So, can we expect like any performances and tours with you like after this drops? Because like even
Yeah.
when I look at the other, well, I'll wait on that. But can we expect anything popping from that, or you coming to perform in Atlanta?
We gonna find out. I know right now is some places is booking him right now, so I'll probably see if Atlanta's there on the list. If it's there, you know you there. You got a spot.
That's what I'm talking about. I love that. I'm there. Get the CeeLo
Yeah,
game going.
you know that. But yeah, we definitely
Oh man.
we definitely gonna end up
Okay.
performing. We're gonna
I
definitely end up
like that.
performing because that remix, everybody's asking for it. When he posted the other day, like everybody was going crazy. Like, yo, this is
Oh,
the
so he
Bobby.
posted it on his
Yeah,
IGN?
yeah, he had posted
That's
on his
love, man. That is love. So I know you
nah,
got so many followers when Bobby posted that for you.
yeah, a couple thousand. And it's not only that, people, I keep telling people like hearing good music. Drill music, you don't gotta be hearing drill all the time. I don't do drill. I just rap about the
Understood.
shit that really goes on. You feel me? So
And I'm glad you said that, you brought that up because that was going to be one of my questions. Like, how do you get in the moods in regards to creating your content? And before you got on live, Brian Hammond, the filmmaker, he talked about, he came from the streets. And everybody lives and learn. Nobody's perfect. So he talks about how he came from the streets, and a lot of his movies and his content he creates is because of his previous, life experiences. So are you kind of like the same way, like how with your
yeah,
music?
yeah, definitely, it comes from how I live my life, and it also comes from what surrounds me. Because sometimes I rap about what's going on, what I'm seeing. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna lie to you. If I Once I get big, I want Spike Lee to direct one of my music videos.
And that would be so dope because you think about when we were growing up, like Spike Lee was really like the only producer that we really had back in the day. Like his movies was always so different, So I think him and Bobby together.
It would be crazy. And then the reason why I say that is because there's a song I actually want to create, and I wanna be floating in the video how Spike Lee makes it. The
Don't
people
let too
float.
much out. You know how people be
Oh yeah,
taking when we
yeah, yeah, they gonna
see me
steal
and
my idea.
see. I'm a
You right.
content creator, and Brian is also a content creator. So that leave that just the way it is because you never know who's tuning in and listening, and then you be like, you know what, Faith said that shit. Somebody just did that. Like
You right. You right. I got some shit for them
you
though.
can
Just
talk to
know
me on the phone. We can do it in quiet because I don't want your idea. You can be excited and talk to me about that, but not on live because I'm telling you, somebody been and ran with your idea, and I'm
all
quite
I'm
sure Brian
saying for
Hammond would
you,
say the
Faith.
same thing.
Once they let me in that door, I got a whole lot in store for them.
That's what I'm talking about. Quick question, like while you driving, like what type of music do you listen to? Like is it just your music, Bobby music, or what do you like?
See,
Like your
yeah.
top 10. I give you your
Would
top
you
10.
my top 10?
Uh-huh.
It depends on my mood. All right.
Well, I want you to keep it 1K
All
and
right.
just give me your top 10 of who you like and who you playing with. If we was to get in a car with you right now, or you woke up in the morning, or you just driving, what are you playing in your car or your vehicle or your truck right now? Who's the 10 rappers? They could be male or women, or if you want to do five, your top 10 or your top five.
Five. I would say
Okay.
five, and I would say you're gonna laugh. I'll start the morning um with Usher, nice and slow.
Confessions.
No,
Oh,
nice
I
and
got a good question for you because I do spicy talk once a month. So I'm glad you brought up confessions. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat in a minute. So go ahead. Well,
not
not
confession,
confessions, but Usher.
but
No,
yeah, nice and slow.
okay.
That's the first one. My second one, 112 anywhere.
I love all that, but I didn't know you like you never know someone like I
Nah,
respect that.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you, I like that. Okay, I see your category. What's three?
then it depend on the mood. If I'm upset about a female or something, I go straight to my boy Future.
Oh Lord,
Then this little Dirk, and then
I
this
like
little
him.
baby.
You cannot go wrong with that five lineup. I
But
just didn't know the first two. I didn't know
I
you were
listen.
gonna say the first two.
Yeah, the first two. That's my regular. That's my early mornings or late night.
So wait a minute. Are you just listening to Usher or 112 when you got one of the ladies in the car with you, or you telling me you're on that for
No,
real?
I'll be by myself, windows down, driving fast, bumping. Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of like hit me. I wasn't ready in my Kevin Hart voice. I'm not
Oh
ready. I wasn't
no.
ready. No, I wasn't ready. I was not ready for you to say that. I'm being 100 with you. I wasn't ready, but I like that lineup. Like Future, I already know. Like you said, if you having like an issue with your significant other or whoever you dating, Future, the men are always listening to that. That
Or you
puts you in
want
the
to get
mood.
that bag, you gonna go listen to Future.
Okay. And see, we're gonna be listening to like Summer Walker.
Oh yeah,
Or
I can't.
we're gonna have
She
a Cardi going on,
she
or like
make me
even with the
overthink.
Nicki.
Summer Walker and SZA make me overthink, but I love them.
Yeah, scissor, like yeah. So
Then wait,
I
hold
like
on.
that.
So Summer Walker and SZA have you sitting there like, oh, so that's what you did when you went on vacation?
And you know that Summer Walker and SZA and Cardi B is gonna drop a record, so you know that's about to be crazy.
Yeah, they trouble.
So, the guys, y'all gonna be nervous because y'all don't know what's gonna happen, what's
I
gonna
I
go
I
on.
I got girls sending me "Hate You" by Summer Walker or SZA right now. That song, that "I Hate You" song, I hate that song.
See, that's what I'm saying, and I know Brian is shaking his head too. But so y'all might as well be in the hot seat when this record drop with them. So, question, let me ask you, what inspired you to create that song? Because the title of it, The Truth, it stands out to me. I don't know if no one ever like maybe mentioned that to you, but The Truth. it kind of stands out to me. How did you come up with the hook and everything, and what inspired you?
Um, what up, fool? Is like it's how we talk in the hood sometimes. You feel me?
Okay.
It's like I would say it's a West Side type of slang, but it's like me and my friends would be like, "Yo, what up, fool?"
Okay.
And like I used to get in trouble for certain things. You feel me? When I was younger, so like I don't kids stay away from weapons. They're no
And that's
good.
what. And I'm
You
glad
feel?
you brought that up because on one of my upcoming episodes, I have a therapist. He works with the court system, and he's
Mm-hmm.
coming on, but he does a lot of stuff with like the prison reform and men and women that come home from jail. He actually has like the houses and stuff, and he's coming to bring like in regards to talk about leadership in regards to what you just said, where some people will kind of piggyback off what Brian said before you came in, and we're gonna still go back to your music, but I just want to talk about that why that's in my mind because I'm glad you were so positive and said telling the kids to stay away from the streets and doing wrong. Brian stated like how the obstacles that he went through caused him, it made him create his film. You're saying the same thing. And the therapist in regards to your music, and the therapist that's going to be here in about a week or so,
Uh-huh.
he's actually helping men and young children and the youth and women where they come home and trying to keep them on the right track, helping them get jobs and stuff like that. So going that route, it ends up two ways, either jail or getting, having your mom cry and stuff like that. So
Uh-huh. Me, I'm gonna say like I lost a couple of friends. You feel me? Like it's no joke when you lose somebody and they never could come back. You feel me? Like never. Whatever. Like my first friend that I lost, that one hurt me the most.
oh
And
wow.
every time I lose another friend, like I think about the first one, and you feel me? Now I'm immune to it. I don't even cry no more. That's how.
Oh,
You feel
my
me? That's
heart is
how.
with you, like with that, because it's serious. And let me ask you, Gino, coming from where you came from, just knowing like, everyone has a past, but just the past that you went through. If the youth were in front of you right now, what would you say to a bunch of kids within the youth right now that were doing wrong or trying to live the route that you might have lived or, the people that you know? What would you do to motivate them to be on the right track? What would you say?
I could curse.
Yeah,
Fuck
just keep it
the
kind of good though.
fuck the beefing and get money. That like get money. Like build for your future. I would tell the kids like, yo, listen, you're gonna reach an age where your mom not paying your bills no more, and shit gonna be rough. Make that money. Use that money to make you more money. Build a
Hmm. Gino, if you can hear me, you froze up
You can
again.
hear me?
Okay, it's better now.
Build a business with you and your friends, or build a business for yourself, or build a business with your family, because later down the line it's going to get serious. Right now nobody's going to tell you. Only a few will tell you, and they're not going to give you the full game. You're going to reach a point in life where nobody is going to be able to help you but you. So
I like how
that's
you
what I would
said
tell
that
them.
and encourage them to stay positive and do right and don't try to live what because social media can have someone feeling like they can go do something so like it could be stupid or something. So I like how you're being positive and letting them know, listen, that's not the route to go.
Hell no. Especially me, like I could. It was I when I did my bid, right? I ended
Mhm.
up doing some box time for fighting correction officers. And I
Mhm.
was locked down for 180 days. I did the
Wow.
first 90 days, right? And
Mhm.
I thought I was getting released. And they
Mhm.
slapped me another paper saying I'm not getting released today. I
Oh
got to do
wow.
another 90 days. Nobody knows. I went back to my cell and cried. That that shit is a mental thing. 90 days in a box. You can't come out your cell. You gotta
I think
walk
I
and go
heard a
to.
video where Bobby talked about that, like, and that's why he's just like he's so happy to be home, and because people was trying to make an issue about him dancing. So I understand what you're saying, being in the
He's
box,
living
like,
his. Yeah, he living his life because he knows like just me just doing 180 days. That shit, it ate
wow.
me up. You're not eating. The way you would eat on the regular, being in a regular housing, when they house you,
Mhm.
whatever, it's not
Mhm.
the same in the box. In the box, you eat what they give you. So it's like you're not eating no extras unless that CEO feel like they could give you extra. If there's enough extra, because there's a lot of y'all in the box, and a lot of y'all is hungry. Then if you miss breakfast at 4 a.m., you're done till lunch. Yeah, breakfast is at
So
4
if
a.m.
anybody's watching my live right now, either on YouTube or all my platforms, Twitter and Twitch, let your youth, like whoever your kid is, you have the youth around. Like this is very inspirational and motivating because living someone can live through your eyes, and like how you said, you are honest, and it's I love Gino, and I wouldn't, I'm being honest to you, I wouldn't expect you to be so transparent, and that's what my actual podcast about, because transparent is the sexy. A lot of people don't realize being transparent is sexy, and I appreciate you being transparent, saying like, listen, me being in this box, I cried, like this was hard, like, you know.
That shit is it's called ball pin therapy, and it's like it gets to you because you son locked down for 23 hours, right? And then it might be
Mhm.
24 if you miss the rec. Now you miss rec, you done. You in there for 24 hours. You be talking to yourself if you're not reading. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, like, and you just by yourself. You don't got nobody. The only talking you might do is through the vent or through the chair a little bit. And then you
So
gotta
they don't
yell
let you
extra
reach out to
loud.
your family, or you can't get that one call or none of that
No,
stuff.
you get the one call, but some days you might even wake up with an attitude where you don't want to speak to nobody. Like that's
Makes
how
sense.
much it mess with you. You feel me? You don't want to speak to nobody. You want to be to yourself. You start thinking about what if you're dating a girl at the
Mhm.
moment. You start thinking about what she doing out there. Like your mind is like your mind ain't your mind no more because you're just wandering all over and you in one spot. Then you realize you're in
Wow.
one spot. Then
Respect.
the effed up part, the most fucked up part, is when you have that good ass dream, and then you wake up and you just right there in the box like that.
Oh man. I know it was a good dream, but I know it was just like, man, just throwing a pillow. Like I would understand you not wanting to talk to nobody now. Like, and
Yeah,
that's
so
that's good. The youth need to hear that, and you
stay
like,
away from them weapons. Get that money.
right.
Take care of your
And
family. That's it. Ain't
eh,
nothing else out there. The streets. All right. Another thing, it's
mhm.
over for the streets. It's too much cameras. Back in the days, the older guys they got away with certain stuff because there was no cameras. Now there's a camera on every corner. So if
Everywhere.
y'all kids want to go out there, just throw your life away. Go ahead. If that's what you want to do, if you think you could handle somebody going through your ass to check if you got something,
Right.
um, one we especially black people we get treated the worst in jail because these officers is different
It's
colors
gonna be
from us and
harder,
they
harder on
take
y'all guys.
advantage. They have
Or
this
they
is fun to
can,
them.
right, or they can listen to what you're saying and just don't worry about what's going on with social media. Get money, go
Hmm.
get your job, live through what you went through, live through what other people like Bobby Smurda went through, and just
Oh yeah,
different other people, and live through you guys' eyes and be like, you know what? Gino's right. I don't want to go through what he went through. It takes a
and
different
when I say
individual.
get when I say get money now, when I say get money, I don't mean street shit.
No, you mean
Even
working. Like you giving them
work,
positive
yeah.
stuff. Go get a 9 to 5. And that's what
Go,
I'm saying. Like I
eh,
appreciate that, because if they don't listen to what you're saying and they get so caught up with social media because they think that somebody has, when they don't really realize social media is so not real, when you're seeing a lot of this, whether it's
man,
celebrities or reality
these
stars, like people go through stuff just like regular people go through stuff.
These rappers got fake jewelry. Don't be fooled. A lot of them got fake jewelry. They're just making it look good, and
Mhm.
how about this? The cheat is they get paid to do these things, to show you this and that, so you could go to
I'm
those.
glad you asked that. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I have a question I wanted to ask you. I'm glad you said that. So I want to stay on that question because I was going to ask you that before you left the show tonight. But since you brought that up, our minds is like connected. Like I want to ask you that now. Um, do you think some rappers in the industry maybe might be sellouts or they're doing, for commercial money? And do you think that some record labels are trying to change some rappers? And basically, do you think rappers are doing like different, like, how people might say, I believe they're doing rituals. You keep hearing stuff like that. Do you think some people are just like doing it for
Me,
the
I
commercial, for the
I got
money?
me. I don't that part. I don't speak on that part because like I don't know, right?
Right,
And I'm Haitian. I got my own rituals, so y'all don't bring
right.
y'all shit. Y'all don't bring y'all shit to me, all right? I got my own God. Y'all don't
I
bring
like
that
how
shit.
you said that because that was a question that somebody was like, because I have people where they reach out to me with faith, ask this question. So I have like, okay, ask the question. So I was like, okay, I asked the question. Like, how do you feel about it? But and then I guess like if a record label reach you right now, Gino,
Hmm.
and say you didn't have anything, it could be a different time in your life and you didn't have anything, would you sign a 360 deal, or how do you feel about that 360 deal? Like, would you just do it or no, stay getting out the mud and
How about this? A 360 doesn't harm the artist if the artist know to use that money for his career.
right?
I learned that in the long run,
Okay.
and I didn't learn that in the beginning. I actually learned that last year and this year into this year. A
Okay.
360 ain't really that bad unless you know how to use the money. People get carried away by jewelry and all that stuff. I rather stay down till I come up. Like me, I got my jewelry out the streets. You feel me?
Right.
Like that's how I got my chain and all that from
And you
out the
guys, when he's
street.
saying the streets, he's talking about when he was working his 9 to 5.
Yes, my 9 to 5. Doing shipping and stuff on the trucks. Yeah.
Right.
So boom, that's how. Yeah, I made my money legally, and I supported my jewelry. And then now, if a label comes to me right now, I'm gonna use all that money towards music video,
I like you
features with.
saying that. That's smart because you get signed to a record label. The average artist that don't have your mind mentality might think, "Oh, I got signed for $1 million." But if they don't put that back into them, it's like you take the money and you flip it back into you. You're not realizing the record label might have spent $600,000 out of
Hmm.
that 1 million on your marketing and your media and your clothing and stuff like
Hmm.
that, and you got to pay that back. But they're not thinking, oh, I got to still pay my manager the 15 or the 20%.
Oh yeah,
And
I was gonna say that, and you stole it right out my mouth. I was gonna tell them that that $1 million ain't really $1 million. It's gonna end up being 250. When by the time they done taxing, by the time you done paying for this, paying for that, you left with 250,000, and you owe them plus
yeah,
interest.
that's
So
probably where a
it's
lot of
up to
people
you.
went wrong. It's up to you. And I like how you say, and that's important. Like, you get the money and you put it, invest it back in you. So it makes
Sacrifice,
sense. You sacrifice, like you gotta,
sacrifice.
and then you go create more tours and concerts and performances and features and clothing
Hmm.
lines and
Me,
stuff like
I,
that.
I feel people should come prepared too. Like as an artist, you should know about ASCAP. You should know about GoDaddy account to, so you can have other domains, so you can have
Right,
your merch. Have a little team on the side ready for when these people throw the money. You know what you put in the money to. Go
right.
read like Bobby. Since Bobby came home, that's all he been preaching to me. Like yo, and other artists like yo, read. Like read what you're getting into.
That
You
is
feel me?
so good. Like, and that's good to know that he came home, and that lets me know that because that was going to be a question like, does he inspire you and motivate you? And that's good that he's directing you guys in the right way because me and Brian was just talking about copywriting and stuff. And I'm actually going to do a segment. Maybe you can come through and kick some gems and let people know like ASCAP and BMI because there's so many indie artists that don't understand that and they need to understand that because we was just talking about copywriting because I'm a content creator. So
Uh-huh.
in my sleep, I could think of about like I'm a storyteller. I used to be like, okay, how King Von be on his storytelling? I'm a storyteller, so I'm really good with whether it's a mood board or a treatment storyboard. But if I
Uh-huh.
have a concept, I'm going to immediately put that log line and synopsis together, even if it's a pilot or just the main characters and the synopsis, and I'm gonna copyright it.
And that's another thing. A lot of people don't even know. A lot of artists just got money floating around
They need
because
that.
they're not getting the proper help, or they didn't sign up their stuff, and they
Well,
just throwing out music, don't even know it's money that's supposed to be accumulated.
and also it's like they just don't know. You know how they always say like you are who you hang around? And it's like how Bobby came home and he's inspiring you guys, he's giving you guys knowledge. Even if you didn't know it, it's good to have people around you that aren't so much of a yes man that they are giving you the information so you can win. Because sometimes people be having motives and they don't want you to win. And if the artists might have a lot of money. They out there have a lot of money. And they don't have the right team. It's good to have
Hmm.
the right team.
Me, I feel like I got my knowledge from Chicken bands, those stuff. That's who makes all my beats. Him and Dondre. You feel me?
The
I
beats is
got
hard
knowledge
too.
from him. I got knowledge from Punch. I don't know if you know Punch.
Mm-mm.
I am Punch, but I got knowledge from him, and then I got some knowledge from Bobby. Bobby even done brought me to some of his meetings where contract meetings where he's signing, and he taught me you gotta look over your contract 100 times. Don't
And go
think
get
the
your
first.
attorney. I
Yeah,
got a clip here because I'm gonna play a clip of a celebrity and get your scenario on it because I do that. I have that segment, but you like Cardi B had did a video where she said that it's important to look over your contract. It's so important because you don't know.
a
Look what they're
hundred
talking
times.
about. And I'm not gonna say just drop names or whatever, but they talk about just different producers and people that they work with where a lot of artists don't own their publishing and stuff like that or having
Hmm.
to they're having to start over again. So it's important you're saying this, and I hope someone is taking this knowledge and learning from it because it's serious.
It took me some time to learn these things, but now that I know what to do, when I enter this different life, this industry stuff or whatever, I, I'm kind of ready for it. It's still more to learn. It's still more I don't know, but I'm ready for them. I know what I'm gonna give, and my videos is not gonna be regular. With
None of
a
your videos
budget from a
now
label, I'm gonna have y'all going crazy. I'm gonna make people sit down in front of their TV like, I want to watch this again.
because it's a movie.
It's gonna
It's a
be a
movie.
movie. Yeah.
So if a record label came to you right now with an offer, like what's the least that you would accept? Like take
Me, I mean, I I always feel like I'm worth more than 1 million, but label wise, I'll take 250.
No,
I'll
you
take
take a
200.
million like you said because
I
that
want. I'll
250,
take. I'll take. Yeah, the 250 is gonna go to. You're right. It's gonna go to like 50,000, a hundred
yeah, you
thousand
need that
by the
million.
time
You
they
worth
done
that
with me.
million. You got
I'm worth.
Bobby
I'm
right
worth the
behind
million.
you.
I'm worth the million plus. You
Right.
feel me?
Keep
But
that right there, Gino. Don't
you know
go under
what?
that.
You're right. I'm not even. You see, if it's the label, you're right. If it's the label, then yeah, I'm over here thinking about like a management deal, distribution. Nah, but if
Yeah.
it's the label, I want 1 million. You right?
Million plus. Because you
Cause
already have the mindset, like you said, that you're going to put that money back into your movement because that's important. And you already stressed that it's important for new artists to invest in themselves because a lot of new artists, a lot of them hungry, and some of them, I've worked with artists in the past where they think it's microwave food. It's supposed to happen overnight, and it doesn't happen overnight. And
Hell
they
no.
think, well, are you gonna do it? And I used to, but you know what? It's so funny, Gino, because I'm gonna put my daughter on the spot. I got my first reality check, and I'm saying reality check where it was years ago when I had invested a lot with my daughter. She was really going hard with modeling and acting. I was getting her book crazy, and she was in
Mhm.
high school. And then one day she was just like, I don't want to do it no more.
I know you was like, what?
Now listen, I was doing hair at this time, so I was in the shop. I had a shop at the time. So I was like, and let me not just tell you, I had just paid. I wasn't, even though I was a hairstylist at the time, I didn't have the time to do her hair and makeup because I was working in a hair salon. So I had just paid for makeup and hair for her for a photo shoot. And I had just bought wardrobe for the booking that I had just got her for, which was a paid booking that paid good. And she
Mhm.
did that, and she was like, you know what? I decided I don't want to do it no more. What?
You're like, what?
All this money I've been spending, what do you mean? Oh, I mean, I don't want to do it no more. But she had started dating. She was in high school. I was just like, but you don't just do that. And I said, you know what? I had to humbly, and this is the truth. If she was here, I'm going to bring her on the show one day. I had to humbly say, you know what? It's okay. You
I'm
live and
not
you
gonna
learn.
choke you.
No, no one would get me like that again. And I said that. And then I was just like, no, if she could do that,
Anybody.
anybody could do that. And then I had, one artist that I work with, and like, they think that it's going to happen overnight. It could take years. Look how long you've been doing it. You've been doing it what, 12 years and longer. And it's still not where you want it to be.
Not
And
12, but like
what,
six.
6? Okay, yeah, you're right
Twenty
because when I think
fifteen,
about, you're
2015,
right.
2016, 2017, 18,
You
20,
probably was around
21,
people within the
22.
music industry for
Eight
12
eight
years.
years.
8 years, right?
Yeah.
Because 5 years ago you dropped the Billie Jean, which was dope. So yeah, I did my homework 5 years ago. Billie
Yeah, but
Jean,
before that I played around with it. Like
right?
I recorded a song with with two of my friends, Dwight and Nova Kane. My friend Nova Kane right now, he upstate doing 22. Feel me,
Oh
kids?
wow,
Yeah, son. Yeah. 1 minute life will be good. Next minute
yeah.
you'll stay doing 22 years. Stay away from the streets, kids. Say
So
that
what I'm gonna
again.
do, cause I know time is ticking. I gotta play this other video you and Fetty with your other music video. So I'm gonna play this clip so my viewers, you can guys can see who who I'm talking to right now, who I'm interviewing. You guys need to follow him, and if you're trying to get some features and Brian, I'm here to connect Brian with your agent so he can get you booked on his next movie. Look, y'all better hit Gino up for what Fed Joe say prices go up.
Price is going up now.
Fuck you niggas. Fuck you bitches. Draco hanging out the window trying to get you niggas. You ain't litty, nigga.
I listen. I thought my assistant gave me the cool version. That's not the cool the
That's not
regular
the
version.
Oh, that one right there. I'm dropping that one real soon.
Yeah, I was like, that's not the radio version. Sorry, you guys. But anyway, that's what Fetty Luciano. Uh, you always gotta have a radio version, and that was not the radio version. But this song is nice. How was it creating that record with
That
Fetty and
one,
doing a music video
that that song is not a whole lot of gang shit.
without the last word?
Yeah, I mean whole lot of gang. That one is not a whole lot of gang. That's Gino this, Gino that. That one
Right.
everybody is asking for me to drop that. That one actually got 80,000 views in my on my Instagram on my page.
But on YouTube, you have like over 100,000 views. I thought on that
That's
song.
on whole lot of gang. That's two different
Okay.
songs.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The one with me and Fetty and OP, it was fun creating that one. Like I actually, everybody asked, "How did you get on the bus?" I told them
Hmm.
100 Crips and 100 Bloods helped me get on that bus. But
Yo,
yeah,
and I'm just like I'm thinking like, okay, I'm like that's not that wasn't the one that I told her to get, but you know what? It's all good. We live. We're around grown folks. Everybody know, like everybody's grown, and I just want to say that I wish you all the luck, Gino, with your music. I think you need to just do like Bobby said, and do like you've
hmm
been taught, like stay hard with it, like set up your tours and just just go hard with it because you got the records and just stay consistent because you never know if the record labels or who's watching you right now.
true. And that's another thing. I heard, what's his name?
Hammond, Brian,
Pastor, yeah,
the one
Pastor
that's here now, right?
Yeah, he was talking about consistency and like sometimes you be caught up where you gotta, you in the streets. When I say in the streets, I'm talking about a legal job and stuff like that. But
Right.
you be so caught up that you're on and off with music, so you're not consistent. You going back to the streets. You have to work to pay your bills and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Like now, I'm
Yeah,
sacrificing because this is what I want. I'm getting.
I
If
liked
I'm
it how
going
you
back
said
to the
that.
streets and I'm getting the same results all the time, why am
No.
I not leaving it alone and focus on the career that's gonna make me make not some make me make a substantial amount
And
of
change
money?
life
That's
for your family because
yes.
did you see the clip when me and Brian was talking about it? I was asking his scenario and he gave me a great scenario. I played the clip from 50 Cent. Did you get to see the clip?
I didn't get to see it.
Let me let you see the clip. So what I do every segment, I have a different clip for you, but I'm going to show this clip right quick. It's a clip from 50 Cent. Is he's talking about keeping it real. And that's where Brian came in. I'm going to actually bring Brian in with this live with us. Give me one moment.
Being persistent, right? I think the only thing that separates people is passion. Having the ability to focus on something, on to work on it, will allow you to work hard enough to be good enough at it. That's the Kobe Bryant run. He outworked those people. He a lot of people in the league perform according to their paycheck. So they're like, I ain't getting that money, let them do it.
Kobe was there every day.
Yeah, working like that.
Every
And that's what
practice.
separates him and makes him special to us in a different way, even after he's gone.
So you see, that's when I came in and I asked Brian for his scenario. So I'm gonna bring Brian in, but Gino, how do you look at that video? 50 Cent, he's awesome. He's he's excelled with everything and from music and now he's in film and doing TV. So what is your scenario on that clip that he said in regards to keeping it weird in regards to being consistent?
Me- I'm gonna always say 50 is the GOAT. Like
The GOAT.
he mastered the industry thing from the streets to the industry, and he showed you that if he could make it, anybody could make it. So what? It don't matter where you come from. You could come from the third world country. You could make it. You feel me? And another thing I could say, something that he did recently, and I commend him for it. Like that new show BMF, he
Oh
actually
yes.
took Big Meat's son and put him in acting school
For
for
two
2
years.
years before becoming a serious actor. Like,
He wanted him to
pe-
take it serious.
come on, people don't. You're not gonna find a lot of people in the industry or coming from the streets and made it, and they turn it back to help. And he helped, and you feel me? Like, and another thing with that, when he's talking about consistency, like that's key. Like every time you take a break from music, like me, look how hurt I am. My music from 2 years ago got more views than the music that I dropped recently, but that's because of consistency. But all
Yes.
my videos got thumbs up, no thumbs down. That
And
means
that's
the people
important.
love what they hearing. They want more. My fans is right under it. Yo, we want more. We want you. Like they want me. You feel me?
And you
But
might be in that dark place. And I was saying that earlier on, because I do a segment before I bring my guests on with you guys. I bring resources with jobs, And I always try to let people know, my viewers know about starting their own podcast because they inquire about it. And I was telling them about consistency, even though like even today I thought this was going to be okay. I don't want to be late, I'm always on time, but I work a 9 to 5 also, but I'm consistent with my podcast. I'm producing, I'm doing my own editing, I'm doing my own videos, production behind the scene. I'm running 3 cameras, I'm running a live on Instagram, and then we're live on 7 different platforms within Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and on YouTube. And I do this all alone when I get off work, Gino. And I was just like, I don't care if I just get one view. I'm consistent.
That's it.
I'm consistent. And they know that I'm going to be back here on Thursday and I'm going to bring people together because I'm a lifestyle liaison. I love connecting the dots and connecting people together. And just alone, Pastor Brian with his film, he was saying he was looking for content creators. It was someone that was on my live that's a content creator. She was like, "Let him know I'm gonna reach out to him."
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's consistent. If I wasn't gonna come because I was in my feelings because I'm not getting 1,000 views right yet, I wouldn't have been blessed to be able to have Brian Hammond up here and be blessed to have you. You know, you might have came in late, but you had audio issues. You're on time, you're here. What matters is that you here. You had audio issues in the beginning, but you here, so you really wasn't late. We had to get the audio situation right. You see what I'm saying? So
Facts.
That's right.
that's all that makes a difference. That's why I told you you came in. Well, no, you weren't late. The audio was messed up. You was here because
That's it.
other interviews is coming for you. You know, we quick. We got to be quick on our feet,
Uh,
right, you guys?
that's right.
Come
That's
on.
right. That's right.
So
Pastor
Yeah.
yeah.
Brian, you said you what was the last show you worked on?
I just did Blinded by the Bag. That's my new movie. I'm going to be premiering that this Wednesday in Morrow, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. So if you this way, you're welcome to come out and check it out, man. I'm so excited that I stayed because all of the gems you've been dropping, I'm like, man, that's what's up. You coming from the heart, and anybody can relate to what you're saying. And so I would love to hook up with you, man. So I'm a writer. I'm getting ready to shoot some more stuff. So if you're coming down this way, we can make it happen.
I don't mind. Just connect me, Faith. Connect me. We in.
Yes, I got you. And that's what I was telling him before you came back in. I was like, you guys can connect because he's always looking for actors.
Yeah,
You guys, y'all negotiate the budget, but
there you
you
go.
know, it's a budget. You got the people, you got the team behind you. You roll with the movers and the shakers,
Yeah, I
like
got the
just
cheat
alone.
code.
Yeah, you got Bobby's his right man. Like Bobby Shmurda, that's his guy. So and they're
Yeah,
family, they're real
yeah,
family, and that's what's
yeah.
important. And he has a following.
Oh
So,
yeah, yes,
you
yes.
know,
He's dropping
and
he's dropping gems right now, and I mean I'm really feeling it right now. So
so I most definitely I would connect him with your team so you guys can put, your rider, whatever you guys, whatever your rider and your booking, your fee and stuff. I'll
yeah,
make sure it happens,
there you
I
go.
got you.
There you go.
That.
Because he's a businessman, you're a businessman, he know how the levels is, but it's
Yeah,
the fact that you're here, and I'm all about connecting everybody because like I was just saying, everybody can eat. I'm
yeah.
about collaborating.
Everybody, there's enough food out there. Everybody can
Yeah.
eat.
And then you're getting your life together, like you're really
Yeah,
pursuing music,
yeah,
and you really have so much to offer. And but I guess I gotta ask you something because we're getting close to 11 o'clock. We really been on this show for going on 2 hours. It's only supposed to be an hour, but that's when you know the chemistry is good and
Mhm.
Unfiltered is doing what we supposed to do. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
yeah. Facts.
You
That's
said
it.
something earlier, so I can't let you go. I gotta put you on the hot seat because I do a segment. It's gonna start on the 31st, once a month. It's unfiltered spicy topics where it may trigger your emotions from the bedroom to the boardroom. So kind of like answer the question, not getting too much in your emotions because it's gonna be some risky topics. And you said earlier on, like sometimes you get in a car and you playing your Usher music and your 112. So I want to ask you, What's the highest amount of a gift that you purchased for that young lady that had you in your feelings?
The oh,
Look how he
I'm
had his face right now, Brian.
no. I'm gonna tell you. I'm Jewish and I'm Haitian, so I'm the top cheapest.
So y'all
But
don't, cause listen, I date Haitian. Y'all don't do stuff cheap, so I already know.
Yeah,
I cheap cheap to us is like 500 a stack. You feel me? The
Right.
most me, I don't believe in buying a girl bags and shoes because she'd take that bag to the
And
next
walk
nigga
out your
house
life.
yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
she'll take that shoe to walk out my life. So me, I'm buying like I recently I bought a female friend Venus flowers. Y'all know
Oh,
them flowers ain't cheap. Them flowers is
Brian, look at
500.
Gino.
Them flowers is 500 and up.
So she was special.
There you go.
She
There
ain't
you
special no more.
She see, I told you my questions will have you in your emotions. They trigger your emotions from the bedroom to the boardroom. Look, you about ready to say, you know what, Faith? I'm about to play Usher as soon as I end this call.
go.
Yeah.
Oh no, you might play Future. He gonna play Future.
Nah, I'm listening to the weekend.
That was okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So let me also ask you just for the record give me one moment. We got so busy talking, like enjoying the conversation. I want to ask a couple of questions in regards to, I guess, like in regards with your music. W- Are you in the studio a lot? Does it take you long to create your music?
um, I actually was in the studio earlier with a homegirl, and we was cooking up something, and I told her she could put her verse, and then I'm gonna finish the rest.
Okay,
It
that's
does.
good.
It takes me some. I could make 2 songs in one night, but
That's
that's
good.
because I think I got a mental issue when it comes to music. Like I like my music either being perfected that one night or halfway perfected, and then I jump to another song. If I don't feel like completing that first song, I go jump into another song and I'll play with the next song,
Mhm.
and I'll either complete one and a half or both by the end of the night. But I do take time to finish my music because I got a problem. I like my shit being perfect. Or if it's a rough draft, I like it being the best rough draft you
So
gonna
you're
hear.
detailed with it. I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Well, I want to congratulate you, Gino, on everything and your positivity and just how you came and graced my platform and trying to educate those that maybe caught up within social media not doing right. It's really
Hmm.
important for us to give back. We all, nobody's perfect, but it's really important for everybody to give back just to make others, know like this is not the way to go. And so I just want to ask you something quick. When is that your next record? I want to know, is it going to come out this year? Like, can we expect
It's
it?
good.
Because I'm trying
All
to keep
right.
CeeLo.
Just know this year's I'm gonna make up for all the years of me making music. So I'm gonna give y'all at least 5 to 10 videos
That's
this year
Okay.
big.
alone.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And they're going
flood
to be
y'all.
movies.
I'm gonna flood. I'm gonna flood y'all with music and videos because people like the music is good. I could right now. I could throw y'all a lot of music. Like yo, here,
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
this is what you want to hear here. But I like videos. I like visual. Y'all gonna yo. Oh my god, it's gonna be comedy. It's gonna be a couple acting in it. Like yeah, y'all gonna love it. The one of the videos I'm trying to put a midget in there. One of my friends, he's a midget, and it's gonna be so
That is
funny.
going to be hilarious.
Yo, it's
I just seen what is it, Gilly the King? He was on, I seen a clip that came down my timeline and he was on stage. He had on like a red leather outfit and he had some midget on stage and he was down, I was cracking up.
trust me, y'all gonna love it. Like yo, and he's gonna remind you of the midget from Friday. That's how. Yeah, watch you gonna see.
Not the one that was dating Miss Parker.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Yo,
I
you
want
gonna
to
have me
entertain the
going to watch
people.
Friday when I get off tonight just to be able to watch that clip. Cause his wife was bad. Miss Parker always out there with the yarn. Just
Miss
what
Miss Parker.
not Miss Parker. That's dope. So Gino, where can everybody find you on your platform? Like with your music, they need to be streaming your stuff right now. I want you guys to stream his music. You can find him on Instagram. Let them know where they can find your music
you
and
you can find me everywhere. Tidal, Apple, YouTube. You could Google me. Google going to tell you about me. GS9 Gino, Instagram, everywhere. I didn't get the Facebook together yet, but
you
I
got to
told
now.
I'm gonna get it together. But everywhere I'm streaming on all the music platforms, SoundCloud, whatever it has to do with music is there. And if you find me on other sites that I didn't name, let me know so I could go collect my money. Thank you.
Yeah, you better because you already know how some people be moving. That is good. So I want you guys to know it is 11 o'clock. My podcast is only supposed to be from 9 to 10 p.m. So I am so grateful. We went all the way to 11 o'clock. So I did what I was supposed to do. I'm connecting the dots. I want to shout out Pastor Brian Hammond. Please make sure to follow him on Instagram and you'll have his information because he has his movie premiere this week, March 30th in Morrow, Georgia, and he's going to be doing some great things. He has other movies coming out. He's looking for actors. He's looking for content creators. So you guys hit him up. Then we have GS9 Gino. He's a recording artist. He has a phenomenal team that has like backing him. He's at a Bobby Shmurda camp. Uh, yo, like follow him. Follow
Yeah.
everybody. Everybody's doing some major stuff, and y'all better get with them before their prices go up. I'm gonna say
hmm
Faith said that.
hmm Is that 6 to 8K right now? So, well, guess what's gonna happen later?
He
Yeah.
gonna do like how Dirk was just interviewing. He said he was like doing it at 60 or was it 30? I think he said 60, shot right up to 100K
Yeah.
And
for
right
doing
now he's at
performances and stuff like that.
350.
Yeah.
So that's how you're gonna be fed. Joe said your prices just went up. Like even with me, prices is about gonna change very soon.
Yeah,
So
I was on the block just charging 2K a feature. After that Bobby Shmurda post, I pushed it to 8, 10 bands. If you're not
whew.
my friend, 10 plus. That's
There
what
you
I
And
go.
want.
look, I know when he posted that on his page, like everybody was like, "Who is GS9 Gino?" Went straight to your page. I bet that
And
was
he gave
like
them a
your
clip of
Instagram was hot.
he gave them a clip of the remix, his verse. They
Did he
went
do that today?
crazy. Yeah, the other day.
Man, I missed that.
Yeah,
I'm a,
he gave them
do
a
you got the
clip.
link? You need to send me the link.
When he posted again, I'm gonna send it to you, buddy.
Okay, make sure I'm gonna be on you about that.
Yeah, his
Well, you
verse.
guys, I want to just say thank you for tuning in. It's 11:03. I appreciate you guys coming. We had a great show tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Gino. All right, Brian. Let me close out this show.
All right.
Okay.
And you guys,